How far would you go to be free?
As we know, everyone has different point of views on immigration. What do you guys think that some of the most common views or why people migrate over here?
I think it's like mostly the freedom that like education has and like the job offers, because like here in America they pay a lot more than in Mexico, or like just like the financial freedom. Also like religion also is like mostly around here.
Yeah, and when you go to other places where people live, you also hear about how like great America is. Like you can everything here. You can start your dream here, live the American dream. You know, I mean.
Yeah.
The people that decide not to migrate over here, why do you think that is?
I think it may be because they've like been here or been in their own country for so long that maybe like they don't want to, like they've been so accustomed to like their own house, like they just don't really want to like move, you know?
Yeah, there ain't no place like home.
Yeah.
What do you think some of the problems are why people can't migrate over here?
There's a lot of money involved, there's danger, there's also like problems with the cartels, or just like some people also like make fun of other people that come here, like mock them, and it's very hostile
They
environment.
may not have the money to either.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So like green cards and everything,
Mhm.
and visa. So when they do come over here legally and they are in danger, what do you think about that? Like, do you think they should have just stayed in their country, or do you think they should have took the risk and actually came here?
I think that if they're willing to fight for their freedom, like to risk their lives, I think that's actually like the American dream in a way. You know, the whole brave, home is free. I mean, they're willing to fight for what they want, and if they can do that, then I think they should have a right to be here.
I think it mostly depends on like the circumstance. Like if it's really bad, then I guess you can move. But if it's not so bad, then you don't have to go.
How has immigration affected you?
I'm the first kid in my family who was actually born in the United States. My two older sisters, my older brother, all my family, my parents, they all came from the Philippines. So had a big effect on me. So he came here to finish up his medical training, and my father, and stayed. So it's been a really great place for us.
Well, my wife is an immigrant from Taiwan, and lately that's presented a lot of problems because in order to get my wife to get immigration or to become a citizen of the United States, she has to prove that she's actually married to me because she'll become a naturalized citizen. Kind of give some background to that. A lot of women, especially from East Asia, immigrate to the United States and have fake marriages in order to gain citizenship. And once they gain citizenship, they can get the full privileges of being a U.S. citizen. So we've had to show and document things from when we first started dating, our invitations to our wedding, wedding videos, wedding photos, proof of income together, all sorts of things to prove that we're actually married and it's not a fake marriage. It's really a tenuous process, and both of us had to go into an interview with an immigration representative. Took us forever to get into that room, but it was pretty stressful for both of us.
Which country did you migrate from, and how is it different from the U.S.?
I migrated from Taiwan. It's a small island next to China. We speak Chinese. It's very different from US because Taiwan is really, really small. So people don't have personal bubble like in here. You emphasize on personalized and individualized. In Taiwan, it's more like a teamwork, and everyone is squeezed in really small space. And no one really have, I won't say no one, less people have independent thought. We agree with majority a lot. Not like here, you emphasize on think independently. So that's the most different.
Why did you decide to come to the United States?
I decided to come to America is because I want to come here to study my graduate degree, to be more international, because everyone here it's come from different background and everything, so I feel like I have a better chance to study here than my country.
What are your thoughts on immigration?
Immigration. I'm an American. I understand that The United States is built on immigrants. The only true group of non-immigrants were the American Indians back in the 1400s. So I think it's part of the American society. It's what makes us America. I think that's why we call it the melting pot.
I mean, I think that people should have access to things that they want or rather need in some circumstances. For example, if I were living in a country that might not give my family, my son, my husband, the opportunities that were available elsewhere, then I feel I would probably get up and move.
How far would you go to be free?
Well, I think freedom is really important. I think it's a good thing that I don't really have to think about that very much in the United States. I think as a whole, we do things pretty well here in terms of personal liberties and freedom for individuals. But other places such as Syria currently, if I feel like we're dictators in charge of this country, or just our rights are just being trodden on, I will take up armed struggle, especially if the government is exerting their force on us as well. But look at the United States, if I find like a law to be unconstitutional or I don't agree with something, I think the best way to do things like that is through nonviolence, protest, through writing to congressmen, senators. I think that's the best way to go about it if I feel like I need to fight for freedom. And I think that's what most Americans do here in the United States. And that's awesome that we can even do that.
How far would I go to be free? As far as the distance, but as far as an attitude, I would much rather die on my feet than live on my knees. I think that attitude, for myself personally, I lost 2 great uncles in World War II on D-Day itself, and they were fighting for that freedom. And if I didn't, I think, carry their torch, I think I'd be doing them an injustice.
How far would I go to be free? I think I'll probably sacrifice a lot of things to be free, because that's the most important thing we want in our life. I would not follow any books. I would probably, just find a way to be free, yes.
That's hard for me to say. I mean, I would like to say, I would do everything by the books and I would make sure that, I was here legally. But if my family were in danger, I would want to save my family.